If you're looking for the best wedges for high handicappers, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers and customer feedback. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. So let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have Wilson Harmonized Golf Wedge. Wilson is a very underrated but excellent golf club manufacturer. They've designed a winner with this range of wedges, and it's going to be very difficult to find better value than the Harmonized range at this price. The 56-degree option has optimal bounce of 12 at egg, which promotes forgiveness and helps you strike clean wedge shots consistently. For this price, it's going to be difficult to get better bang for your buck. The leading edge of the club is designed to get under the ball and prevent too much digging. The feel of the face is responsive, and the ball flies high and drops with spin to stick on the greens. One warning though, as a new player or high handicapper, banish the thought of a 64-dig wedge. These are not recommended if you are learning with wedges. They are incredibly difficult to hit consistently even for skilled players, and while Wilson make one, I would avoid it like the plague. These are the best wedges for beginners to start with, and getting the consistent gapping between your wedges will help with hitting the right distances from 120 yards down to 70 yards time and time again. The confidence you'll get by not having to hit half shots into greens will change your outlook on life. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Cleveland Golf CBX2 Wedge. I really like the 56-dig Cleveland CBX Wedge. This wedge is really easy to hit because Cleveland have put 12 degrees bounce on this club with a nice thick sole to glide through the turf, getting the ball into the air easily. The cavity back design in the CBX2 is more forgiving than the blade wedges most often found nowadays. Forgiveness is the magic word for high handicappers and beginners, and in a wedge, it's even more important so you can get onto the green easily to putt for some pars. With the cavity back and chunky sole on the CBX, it's going to be much easier to get out of the bunkers, prevent chunk chips around the green, and improve approach shots onto the greens. Like with irons, the cavity back allows for more perimeter weighting, which is unique for a premium wedge. The perimeter weighting means you'll still get distance and spin on off-center strikes because of the extra weight behind the ball even on mishits. This premium wedge functions as a game improvement club by bringing all the elements of forgiveness to the club head. It's always a safe bet with Cleveland wedges, but this is easily of the best wedges for high handicappers and beginners looking to upgrade. The number 3 position is held by Cleveland Golf Smart Sole 4 Wedges. Cleveland has been the foremost name in wedges for years. They've really thought about the higher handicap player with the way they've designed this wedge. Thick bottom and 58 dig, so you don't even have to open the face up. Their data analysis showed that golfers with a handicap over 12 find the green only 54% of the time out of the bunker, so they've created a sand wedge that will get you out 100% of the time. With the large sole of the club, you're going to glide through tall grass and fairways alike. Around the green, you're not going to hit those duff chips that go a foot or two. You know, the ones you hit and look around to see if anyone noticed. The C-Wedge has less loft at 42 dig and has been designed for playing around the green, but can be used just as effectively from 125 yards with a full swing. While it looks quite radical, this club gets the job done every time. The G-Wedge at 50 dig is the between club for more chipping precision and a bit of a shorter full shot than the 42 dig club. Easily the best wedges for a high handicapper or beginner struggling with the short game or looking for their first wedges. These two clubs have the potential to rapidly revolutionize your short game from bunkers to greenside to pitch shots within 100 yards. No BS. Next at number 4, we have square strike wedges. A lot of people dismiss these kinds of wedges, but I have personally seen people change their games with these. They are usually really scared of hitting the ground before the ball, and usually do because of that fear. The way to use these wedges is to learn the bump and run technique, which they help to get you started learning. After a while playing these, you grow in confidence and are able to get into normal wedges again. I'm not very impressed with people who dismiss these types of clubs out of hand without even trying them. The struggles for a lot of golfers is the chipping, and these are legal for tournament play and help the average person with a problem to learn the basics of a bump and run shot, which is the essential chipping shot for golf. Forget the high lob shots and try them around the greens for the lower shot, which is far more reliable and more predictable than the normal high lofted wedges that you feel you need to help into the air. That's not to say this is a miracle club, but it's a step in the direction you need to go and build confidence as a high handicapper or beginner. Please ignore all the people who know nothing about your game trying to shame you into playing professional level shots, when all you want is to get it on the green. The number 5 position is held by Callaway Mack Daddy CB Wedge. The Callaway Mack Daddy CB is a forgiving, cavity back wedge. These are popular with Cleveland enthusiasts, and now Callaway is one too. Normal Mack Daddies were the blade type of wedge and can be difficult to hit solid if you are not quite skilled. When you're playing a certain wedge and you like it, it's always good to get a collection of the same model. Callaway's Mack Daddy CB range goes from 46 degrees all the way up to 60 degrees loft, with increments of 2 degrees. That's superb if you're trying to fill some gaps in your distances inside 100 yards. In combination with all the loft variations, you can select different bounce options to get the right bounce for your course condition. The Groove and Groove legal technology means you get more spin on your wedges because of micro grooves in the main grooves. There are 4 sole grinds for every type of playing style and course conditions. For forgiveness and accuracy, it's hard to beat a Mack Daddy CB. The number 6 position is dominated by C3 Wedge Premium Sand Wedge. Another alternative to the Smart Sole Wedge is the C3 Wedge. This is not a brand that you hear about too often, and this is some new technology, but this is one of the best wedges for high handicappers. The C3 does not come in traditional lofts. Instead, it comes in a 55, 59, and 65 degree option. It has an extra wide sole and is meant to cut through sand and tight lies easily. This wedge is entirely tournament legal, although it may not look quite like that when you first see it. The C3 is built for a particular shot. It is not intended to be used as a club to hit a full swing shot. Instead, for flop and lob wedge shots, this C3 provides a great option. We would not recommend a high handicapper puts 3 of these in their golf bag. Having one as a go-to club when this type of sand or lob shot is needed is a perfect option. But having some versatility in your clubs to hit a variety of shots is likely a lot more critical. This wedge is not customizable and comes with a standard steel shaft. It is priced about the same as the CBX wedge from 2018 that we reviewed. Again, this is a great option to get the ball out of the bunker or hit from a tight lie. If you want to master your short game and continue to improve, you will need some more tools in your bag in addition to this golf club. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Pinemeadow PGX Wedge. If you are looking to add a wedge to your bag, but not looking to spend much money, the Pinemeadow PGX could be a great choice. The Pinemeadow PGX is one of the least expensive wedges on the market, and it is an excellent option for high handicappers. The feel and spinability on the PGX Pinemeadow is not going to be as good as some of the more expensive high-end wedges, but it is certainly enough to get the job done. These are large-faced wedges with a clean leading edge. For players looking to hit clean, crisp shots with versatile bounce and grind, the PGX is an excellent choice. This club comes standard with a basic steel shaft and a standard size grip. For the price on this wedge, you can easily have it regrip to make it custom to your liking. The Pinemeadow PGX is available in a 52, 56, and 60 degree loft. You can put 3 of these wedges for high handicappers in your bag for less than the price of one premium wedge. The number 8 position is held by Cleveland RTX-3. Many women golfers carry only a pitching wedge and sometimes a gap wedge. One of the quickest ways for women golfers to lower their scores is to add a sand wedge and a lob wedge and learn how to use them properly. Not all shots around the green can be completed without getting your shots a little higher in the air. Having something with more loft can make the game easier as long as it fits you correctly. The Cleveland RTX-3 wedge is a perfect cavity back option for women golfers looking to improve their short game. These wedges come in a 52 gap wedge, 56 sand wedge, and 60 lob wedge. The RTX series of wedges feature the Tour Zip grooves that will help you get enough spin on the ball to stop it where you want it. The RTX-3 comes in a graphite shaft, which is another reason that we love this wedge for the female golfer. Wedges with steel shafts are generally too stiff and heavy to help make a real difference in the game of a female golfer. The RTX-3 can be used on both full swing shots and shots around the green, making them the best wedges for high handicap females. Next at number 9, we have TaylorMade High Toe Bigfoot Wide Sole. If you are looking for something very forgiving with a ton of performance, the High Toe Wedge is a great choice. The High Toe Wedge helps players to keep the ball a little lower and control the spin a bit more. There's a broad and flat sole on this wedge that keeps the leading edge from digging into the ground. This is a high-end wedge that has a milled grind sole. The TaylorMade High Toe Bigfoot is one of the best wedges for high handicappers because it can be used from the short grass, rough, and bunkers. The high toe wedge looks great with its unique copper finish. This finish will change over time and darken, giving it more of a classic look. These TaylorMade wedges are available in both the steel and graphite option. The graphite shaft wedge is a bit more expensive. Both shafts are high-end and will help to keep the ball flight down. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Wilson Harmonized SG Chrome Wedge. High handicappers are often looking to play with the most forgiving wedges they can find. However, at some point, it makes sense to balance the forgiveness with feel. If you are looking for a club that creates a good balance between feel and forgiveness, the Wilson Harmonized SG Chrome is a great choice. The Wilson Harmonized sole grind is very versatile, and players can open it to hit different types of golf shots. This is an excellent thing as high handicappers learn to play a variety of different shots around the green. To really get good at golf, you will need more than one type of chip shot that you can hit. The Wilson Harmonized is a blade-shaped wedge, and when you do learn to play with it, you can absolutely get the rough to spin. This wedge is a good choice for playing out of bunkers and for hitting from the rough or fairway as well. It's hard to go wrong with the Wilson Harmonized wedges. They will take high handicappers from dreading the chip and pitch shots to enjoying them. That's all for today. We upload sports product review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.